Planners Corner is really a space in which we try to share as many of the tools and resources directly usable by planners in one place. So I'm going to just click over here. The first thing we present in Planners Corner is that general plan update site template that Tom referenced, which you can think of as a template that allows you to create a general plan update plan on the web. So part of the idea is kind of moving from more of a PDF-based delivery of a general plan to a web-based one, and a site template that makes it really easy for you to create one of these and sort of bring your information and data directly into the website. So maybe we'll take a quick look and add it through a preview. So this is a preview of the general plan update site. This is kind of the generic template. So it's not specific to a city. You can kind of see up here, place your logo here, for example. Just to walk through some of the components of the site, there's template pages for each of the general plan elements. For example, the housing element page. And each of these has a timeline, some context indicators, which can also be data driven, a little bit of information about the process. And in some cases, we have survey templates as well that allow you to share a survey with your constituents and collect data, for example, about housing at some point during the general plan update process. I think there's about 3 of those survey templates, one for housing, and at least one related to the, I think one for soliciting feedback on a final plan, as well as one for the envisioning process. So you can, right, here's the second survey template, which allows you to get community sentiment early in the general plan update process. I have a page which allows you to share more about your process with constituents and residents. A page that talks about goals, as well as a page template for sharing an approved or adopted plan, which again can include data-driven statistics, the ability to embed interactive maps or even comparison to swipe back and forth between the old and the new, as well as a third survey template for collecting feedback on the approved or adopted plan. Again, this is a template. It's really intended to help you get started very quickly in creating a general plan update site tied to your local jurisdiction's general plan update process. As part of this, there's documentation and resources to help you get started with doing this. This is a document that takes about 40 minutes to walk through that shows you how to start with that template and create your own general plan template. And we'll also be having a webinar coming up soon that goes into this in detail. And so it'll be kind of a follow along. You can walk through it as the SCAG and Esri team show you how to do it. And then there's some additional resources related to doing a little bit more with the technology behind this. In addition to the general plan update site, as Tom noted, there is a collection of off-the-shelf tools and resources for planners. There's licenses that have been made available. And in fact, a majority of local jurisdictions have already received and gotten started with these licenses. But if you don't believe your jurisdiction has received one, there's a link here to the survey to request a license for your jurisdiction. We have ArcGIS Business Analyst with resources supporting it. ArcGIS Urban, which is a really comprehensive tool for both land use as well as zoning level planning at a local level. Behind those, we have ArcGIS Online, which allows you to do web-based mapping and analysis, as well as create your own applications. And then ArcGIS Pro, which is really more the tool for GIS professionals to work with data, do heavy analysis, publishing, and such, all within a desktop experience. I mentioned a moment ago, there's going to be a webinar for learning how to use the general plan update template. There is also we think of this actually as a webinar series, which you can learn more about here soon. In fact, I think perhaps as a follow-on to the Toolbox Tuesday, we'll be sending out more information with links to register for the webinar series. And there may be more information on that in a newsletter as well. So look forward to that. I think there's maybe a 4 to 5 part, I can't remember exactly, webinar series, which will cover a number of these parts. The last thing I just want to highlight on Planners Corner is the member and partner showcase. I think this is a cool new idea. The idea here is to start perhaps fostering a bit of collaboration between members and partners in the region, so we can sort of, in a sense, all learn from the great work each other are doing. We started here with just 2, a community plan from Boyle Heights, as well as an ArcGIS urban model from the city of Signal Hill. We encourage you to click the share your work button if you have something that you're proud of and that you think others in the community and the region could learn from. The idea is to share that and build a bit of a gallery of some of the great work that's happening in the region. Now, in the spirit of collaboration, we also wanted to just highlight this idea of regional collaboration. This is not part of the RDP yet, but is intended to come soon, and an area where I think the team collectively anticipates more growth in the future. The idea here is to support logins to the regional hub and provide you with an opportunity to join and participate in regional initiatives for things like housing, climate adaptation, perhaps environmental justice or equity, and collaborate through sharing data with each other, rapid data collection through things like map-based surveys, as well as engage through teaming capabilities like discussions. So really to kind of sort of like a digital working group concept. We're excited to perhaps see this grow into the future. So it's something to keep in mind, and the idea of regional collaboration through member and partner showcase and regional initiatives potentially being, a direction the RDP might go if you see that of value.